Hi everyone, I'm Kathy. I'm a 74-year-old Saint artist, and I also represent Rimmon, which is the Korean skincare. So I just need you to check out my face. So this is almost a year and 3 months of being on the Rimmon system. And this is an amazing Korean skincare brand that I found because I watched everybody else's face that was using it improve over a year. And I'm the kind of person who's got to see, what is that, from the show me state? I'm not there, but I'm kind of that person. I need to know it's working before I'm going to invest in it. And I was using kind of a hodgepodge, but I was also using things that, as far as social media went, things that were important on my mature skin until they stopped working. And I'm specifically talking tretinoin. That was one of the things that I added into my regime in the last 5 years. It made great strides in about the first year, and after that, it all went to the other side. Had dry patches. I never could really count on what my skin was looking like. So I was really on the search. I really felt that my skincare was no longer working. And so, because of that, I got started on the Rimmon skincare. Now, what I'm holding here is the beginner's box, kind of. It's also a travel kit, but it's a great way to start with the entire system, and you get an opportunity to try it. There's enough product in here for 30 days. I'm going to use from my sample sizes this morning just so that I can give you an idea how easy it is. Now, I'm filming this in front of a bank of windows so that you get the true look of my skin. I'm sorry, I have a little dog that likes to bark. And I already did my cleansing oil. This oil is amazing. This is the first thing that I do in the morning. I just use a couple drops in the palm of my hand, massage it all over my face, and I really do mean massage because this is important. You want to make sure that you get it in. Then you want to add a little bit of water and let it emulsify. Do the same thing again. You're just rubbing it in. My skin feels so good. Rinse it off with a warm cloth, and now I'm ready for the next step. So my next step is going to be a two-phase oil mist, and you'll see how the oil is separated. I'm going to give you a hint. This little bottle in the travel size is a great one to stick in your purse if you want all-day makeup and you want to look refreshed, because spritzing that in the middle of a hot day when you want your makeup to last. I've got a couple of weddings coming up. Trust me, this one will be packed in my little bag so that I can give myself a little bit of a pick-me-up. So that's the first thing I do. And these are things that you want to try to let dry between. And that's the reason we do call it the ritual, because it is a ritual. These are things that you're going to do for your face every morning and every evening. This set I used for a full 8 months, every morning and every night. Then I'm going to come back with what we call is the balancing calming gel. Do you see that? It's like less than a pea. That's all I need. And this, anything that's going on your face where it's angry, and you know kind of what I'm talking about. Every now and then we have angry spots on our face. This will take care of it. This is a great thing for summertime use. If you end up with a mosquito bite, a bee sting, something like that, take the sting away. Also great if you have a sunburn. So there's many uses for this, but mainly, of course, I'm using it for my face. Now I'm ready to go into a step that's called Boo. I know that sounds strange, but it's the booster, the serum, and then you give yourself a spray of the booster again. Again, these are the travel sizes. This gives you enough for about 30 days. Woo! Okay, so that comes out plenty. All I'm going to do is pat. So I got that around because the first squirt went someplace else. And then we are going to go into the serum. Now the serum has a little dropper. I'm going to show you how I use the dropper. So it fills automatically when you cap it. I give myself two drops of that. Hold on. Okay, let me try it again. There. Oh, okay, that was a little bit more than two. I wasn't expecting it to come out quite that bit, but 2 drops is all you need. I've had people that have used full dropper fulls, and I go, oh no, you don't need to use that. Now, I'm just going to massage that into my skin. Don't forget your neck. When you go under your eyes, you want to use your ring finger. It's the least strong finger on your hand. Your pointer finger is actually the strongest. So you want to use this one to gently massage that skin in towards your nose. All right, so I've got that done. Now I'm going to go back to the booster again. So boo, boo, say boo. All right, let's see if we can do it this time without giving me a bath. We'll try. Oh yeah, it was just that first one. So we're going to let that dry. The last step, and trust me, after you do this a couple of times, you're going to have this all down. But I send you all the instructions so that you know. Plus, the instructions are in the top of the lid of the box. This is called the dermatology cream. This is also what I use for my moisturizer. And in the summertime, I'm just going to let you know, I use far less than I do normally. So there's a little bit on the lid. I'm going to put that on the back of my hand just so you can see how little it is. That is about all I need. Now in the wintertime, I might need a little bit more, but right now in the summertime, because of my skin now being hydrated and the summer being so warm and humid, I don't need as much. So there we go. You can see that on my finger. I'm just going to pick that up, make sure I've got enough. And now I'm just going to gently massage this in. I let this on my skin. I let it soak in for about 5 minutes before I follow up with my makeup. It's a great moisturizer. I have some people who have a tendency to have a little bit more oily skin. They hardly put any of this on because they don't need the extra. And if you have oily skin, those are things that you'll let me know. I'm going to link a skincare questionnaire, which tells me a little bit about your skin, and I can recommend what you should be using. And specifically, if you tell me you have oily skin, there's a couple of things I'm probably going to tell you not to use. The $125 set, I don't know if I can hold it all here or not, in my hand. I'm going to try. Sometimes I'm not very coordinated. This is the $125 set. So you're going to pay this. Normally, you would also pay shipping, but if you order today and tomorrow, this is July 28th, shipping's going to be free on this. But this will give you enough for 30 days. You get a chance to try everything in the line. After that, you can piecemeal. You can decide what is it that you want to continue with and order. If you tell me like, well, I really have dry skin, what would you recommend? I'm going to be able to give you recommendations. And you may decide that you don't want to use every step, but I think it's great for you to try. Save your empty bottles. You're going to want to fill those because every now and then it's just handy to have those little travel sizes. So I do makeup. I'm going to do a makeup look here in a little bit. I'm going to try to get it posted as well. But I wanted to just share with you, this is a great time to get started with Riemann and to have all of your little goodies available so that you can either travel or you can try the kits and come up with what's best for you, because that's the important thing. If you're mature, I'm 74, and if you've not found something that gives you results, that's the thing. Let's not talk about names. Let's not talk about how much you spend. Let's ask yourself, is it giving you results? Are you getting the results that you need it to give you at your age, regardless of what your age is? And if the answer is no, I've got some results for you. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.